and welcome to session 6 of our beginner series. We're coming into a seated practice today and we're going to be exploring the balances. So I'm going to ask Fran just to get herself nice and relaxed for her practice. So we're coming into a seated position first of all. Allow your spine to grow. And just get real in yourself, get real in your body. Have a sense of dropping any tension from your shoulders and softening inside your body. Allow your spine to lengthen and your chest to open. So we are continuing with our keys to success. And for today, we're going to explore a word called parikrama. Parikrama. And it means, in Sanskrit, courage. So as we're coming into our practice, have a sense of what that word kind of conjures in your system. We can sometimes over-dramatize these types of words, and actually, courage can mean so many different things. But there is usually a sense of action attached to courage. So first and foremost, to be able to turn inwards and feel requires a certain level of courage, because we don't know what we're going to encounter. It also has a sense of decision making around it, a certain level of assertion and open-heartedness, open-chested, that there is an engagement with life. And in doing so, we naturally want to turn our awareness outwards. We naturally want to do stuff. So we're going to need some fire in the belly. And this is what we're going to bring to our practice today as we engage with some wobblier spaces in our balances. So we're coming into our Namaste Kriya. We're going to inhale, we're going to raise the arms above the head, drawing the palms together. And as you exhale, have a sense of just drawing your hands down to your heart. As you take a bow internally to yourself for showing up, for having the courage to try and engage with something new. We take a bow to each other, that we get to practice and create something group together. And a bow to the method of yoga. Namaste.
Namaste.
So now we're going to come into our dynamic breathing practice. I'm going to ask Fran to lie down for this part of the practice. You can do it seated, but we're going to do a little bit extra today. So sometimes it's nice just to be able to give your breath full capacity and relaxation whilst you're lying down. Okay. So over the last few weeks, we've been exploring the double breath solely in the belly. And today what we're going to do is we're going to start to move this breath. So we're going to take 5 double breaths in the lower abdomen. And then we're going to take 5 double breaths, moving the breath from the belly up to the chest. And then we're going to take 5 double breaths into the chest. So for some of you, you may not actually be able to physically move the breath in this way. But what we can do is we can have a sense of directing our awareness and our attention with our breath, even if that particular body part isn't moving. So I'm just going to show you now. So 5 double breaths in the belly. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, belly has a pump. The second stage is to move the breath from the belly to the chest. So nose into the chest, out through the mouth. And then the final stage is into the chest. Okay, so what we're learning is really to use our whole respiratory system to breathe. We're going to increase our capacity to breathe, not just in our chest, which a lot of us do. We're actually going to use our belly, we're going to use our ribs, and so we get a whole body internal workout essentially without moving. Okay, so now just have a sense of closing your eyes, relaxing into your body. We're going to take 5 double breaths into the belly, first of all, starting breathing in through the nose twice. Away we go. Final breath. Belly to chest. Final breath. Into the chest. Final breath. Empty your breath out. Then you're going to take a slow, steady inhale through your nose, filling your body with your breath. Away we go. You're going to hold the breath in at the top for a few moments and then open the mouth, our breath to release slowly. So there is progressive softening. You may not need to breathe for a few moments. And you bring your body into stillness as you feel the energy inside your body. So you're allowing your mind to switch from thinking about life to feeling life inside. So there's a bit of a transition that happens, which we have to be patient with, where we can be both externally referenced and internally referenced. We can have it all going on. The mind can still be thinking, and maybe distractions in the body or around you. But inside, there's this kind of rising sense of energy and stillness. So we're going to do exactly the same again. 15 double breaths, 5 in the belly, 5 belly to chest, 5 in the chest. So the rhythm I'm doing is quite a steady paced rhythm. Remember, you can slow it down and you can do it lighter, or you can do it more vigorously. But have a sense that you're easy inside yourself and you're not over-forcing anything, okay? Starting with the inhale through the nose twice. Away we go. Belly to chest. Into the chest. Final breath. Empty out, soften. You're going to feel that rebound of inhale, filling up. Hold the energy in, make it your own. Our breath to soften through your body. Exhaling out. Be still. Bring your mind into feeling. And have a sense of letting go of the world. All your thinking, all your opinions. Who you think yourself to be. You're going to bring your mind inside. And in doing so, you are meeting your past, your present, and your future. So with each round of breathing, we're gaining access to a deeper level of our psychophysiology. We are feeling ourselves on all the different levels that we exist. And we're learning to be able to be with them, be with these different aspects of ourselves, these big body sensations. We're oxygenating our body, so we are kind of livening up our whole sympathetic nervous system. And then we're pulling the plug and we're learning to just relax, learning to be with how it is without getting too involved in the feelings. And this is huge training for our bodies and for our minds. So we're going to really seal this in now with one more round. And if that's enough in your system, if you're feeling quite triggered by the breathing, try and relax. You can do it nice and softly, or if it's really, enough in your system, you just listen and you stay open. But we're going to take another 15 double breaths. Remember to kind of throw off your tension through your exhale. Take one breath at a time. Starting breathing in through the nose twice, focusing on the belly. Away we go. Belly to chest. Into the chest. Final breath. Empty to your roots. Now you're going to clear the deck through your inhale, filling your body up with your breath. Have your own journey as you hold your life energy in, hold your breath in. Now exhale to soften as you de-solidify your body, our breath. So it takes courage to let go of being on the surface. It's no big thing to live out there. It's a rare thing to be able to turn your awareness inside and have your own journey, to be with your feeling, to be with your own self. So yoga is about naturally coming into these spaces of equilibrium, of balance, where we normally spend so much of our lives almost outside of ourselves, out in life, in the minds of others. So you can see the balance that's starting to happen, where you can kind of be fully out, but you can also fully turn inwards. And this is this makes life richer. It makes life deeper. We gain access to a deeper sense of knowing and wisdom. So to complete this practice, we're going to take a slow inhale. We're going to fill our body up with this inhale, and we're going to hold it, have with a sense of expansion for 12 seconds. So take your breath now, breathing in. And hold. All breath, exhale slowly up through the mouth. Let go. So now we have really primed ourselves for our asana, for our physical practice, which is going to really start to engage these kind of edges that we feel of tension, and we're slowly going to start to break them down. We're going to bring our mind with our awareness, our breath, and our movement all together as one flow. Okay, so this is that one pointedness that people talk about. Okay, so slowly just start to rouse yourself, bringing yourself up to your seat. Come up slowly. So we are exploring our kind of balance point today, even in a seated position. And to do that, we're going to be engaging our core, and we're going to be working with our gaze. So our eyes are really important for our sense of balance and orientation. So we're going to work on kind of bringing our focus into certain points to focus on, okay? But I'm going to start the block, which has got a 6 by 6 breath rhythm. That means that you breathe in for 6 and out for 6. And this starts to kind of establish a nice even breath. If you can do it with your nose and use the ujjayi, so that constriction at the back of the throat, even better, okay? But work with your breath how it is today. We're going to connect to this pulsing. So we're going to take an ujjayi breath now, breathing in. Breathing out. So as you breathe in, have a sense of life coming in, expanding into the chest, into the brain. And as you exhale, there's like a contraction, a kind of going inwards and softening. Breathing in, you have a sense of opening to life, filling up, spreading into the fingers. And as you exhale, you're able to just let go and soften. So we're going to continue to use this spander, this pulsing, whilst we start to explore our movement. So we're going to come into mountain on the inhale, drawing the spine up. Exhale to soften. We're going to come into flying mountain on the inhale, raising the arms up. Interlace the fingers as you exhale. So it's like you're kind of breaking through this kind of crust in the body, using your breath and your awareness just to feel yourself breaking down your own tensions. I'm going to take 2 more pulses. As you inhale, it's like you're breathing from the internal to the external. And as you exhale, you're able to just melt, soften. One more bonus pulse on the inhale. Exhale, you're going to release your hands down to your side. Inhale, flying mountain again. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your hands down and you're going to bring them back behind you. So we're coming into flying warrior. Inhale to lift up. And as you exhale, you'll be able to explore like a tipping point. So you may need to really engage your core, breathing in, opening the chest, spreading into the fingers. Exhale. You're going to start to nudge yourself forwards. So you're finding a point of balance, fixing your gaze, using that exhale to extend forwards and travel. So I'm just going to do a couple of adaptations with the hands. So if that's kind of too destabilizing, you can bring your hands in front of you with one arm back as you start to kind of trust your body and explore that tipping point. You can switch your hands. But our emphasis is on bringing that line of energy through the spine, out through the center of the brain, as you find your breath. 2 more pulses. You are opening your heart and you're drawing your shoulders back. And then on the next inhale, we're going to raise the arms up. Flying mountain, eagle arms. We're going to sweep the right arm under the left, so we bind the arms. We're going to take a breath in, lifting, floating the ribs up. And as you exhale, you're going to take a squeeze, getting a squeeze of your joints. And you will gaze, you are gazing forwards. Can you focus your eyes? Engage in your tummy. Finding a release and a squeeze into the shoulders as we start to break down the tension. So as you breathe in, you create space in the chest for the breath, and as you exhale, you can draw down. One more pulse here, inhaling to left. Exhaling to squeeze. And we're going to get a good flush of the arms on the inhale, raising the arms, flying mountain. As we switch sides on the exhale, the left arm will come under the right. Floating the ribs on the inhale, lifting up. Exhale to create your squeeze. So you're going to your edge, breathing in, lifting up. Bring your breath, your movement, and your mind all together. 2 more pulses, breathing in. Finding that space in the body on the inhale, and as you exhale, you deepen, you ring out. We're going to flush the arms on the inhale, raising the arms up. Hands together above the head as you exhale. exhale, you're going to draw your hands down into tree. We're going to take a pulse of breath here to lift up through the spine. And as you exhale, can you start to just kind of sit yourself back? So you're going to have to engage your tummy, focus your eyes, and use your pulse. So you breathe in to lift up. Exhale to slowly find your tipping point. And you're going to work with your breath, gently nudging in to where you feel a little bit unstable. And this is where it takes our courage. So we've got a couple of hand variations. Fran's doing some now, where you take one hand behind you to kind of establish a little bit more stability. And as you exhale, you can start to come back. The other alternative, if you want to kind of deepen the challenge, is to bring both hands out in front of you. And exhale, you're going to feel yourself coming back. So we are kind of combining a tree and a boat. But the most important thing is to feel yourself in your position, feel the breath, and focus your eyes as we are flowing through the practice. We want to establish a little bit of heat in the body. Final exhale. And we're going to take the arms directly up on the inhale. Exhale, draw the hands back to the heart. And we're going to take a couple of breaths here, breathing in. Breathing out. Final breath. Our breath to release. Bring your mind inside your body now. Just feel the energy inside with that little bit of vinyasa, that little bit of balance flow. And now we're just going to gently lie ourselves down on our back for our Shavasana. So over time, we will start to build up these practices so that they are back to back. And of course, you can repeat to lengthen the practice, but what we want to do now is drop the movement, bring the mind inside the body, and we're going to engage with our double breathing again. We're going to take 15 double breaths, 5 in the belly, 5 belly to chest, 5 in the chest, okay? So come with your sense of resolve, open to a little bit of challenge. Away we go. Belly to chest. Into the chest. Final breath. Empty out to your roots. It's yours to fill up, filling all the way up on your inhale. Our breath to release out through the mouth. Allow yourself to be drawn inside. Feel, release your grip on your body whilst bringing your mind into feeling into the tips of your toes. Feel into the roots of your toes. Feel the energy in the soles of your feet, tops of your feet, ankle joints, calves, knee joints, thighs, buttocks, hips, pelvic floor, tailbone, lower abdomen, dip in your spine, upper abdomen, middle back, chest, shoulder blades, collarbones, armpits, fingertips, roots of your fingers, palms, backs of your hands, wrist joints, forearms, elbows, tops of your arms, shoulders, neck, jaw, back of head, chin, mouth, nose, cheeks, ears, temples, eye sockets, eyebrows, forehead, eyebrow center, center of your brain, crown of your head. Feel the crown of your head. We're going to take a slow inhale through the nose, filling our body up with our breath as we hold for 12 seconds at the top of the breath. Away we go. Feel your whole body. Whole body. When you complete your 12 seconds, you use an ah breath out through the mouth to let go, de-solidify. Relax, soften. Feel yourself as open, balanced, full of courage. Whole body. So we now are going to slowly raise ourselves up to our seated position for our Namaste Kriya, just to mark the end of our practice. We're going to take an inhale to raise the hands up, bringing the palms together. As you exhale, you're going to draw your hands to your heart like you mean it, pressing the palms as we take a bow to ourselves for showing up today, for working on ourselves, trying something new, a bow to each other and a bow to the method. Namaste.
Namaste.